So Holiday Rush is a 2019 Christmas film that is streaming on Netflix currently, and the star of it is the guy from The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Romani Malco. I was watching this film, and that's the first person that I recognized from that film, 40-Year-Old Virgin, which is funny because, when you recognize people from adult films and family films, I've just always found that funny. I don't know why, but regardless, he plays a radio DJ in New York City. At his show is called Smile NYC, and he really likes to play his own style of music, even though his producer slash girlfriend keeps telling him that they need to push the pop and especially the Christmas music for this time of year. But it's funny that he drops a Run DMC track that's Christmas themed, and I laughed at that because I have DJed in the past before, and I've always wanted to play what I like, and not just what I like, but keep my style going. And I've always hated having to like play shit that I don't like just to please the crowd, and then I would try and like combine the two, and it just gets really really hard. But anyway, what happens in this film is he basically spoils his entire family. He has four kids and is a single parent because the wife has passed away 5 years prior. And he's kind of dating this girl that is his producer, but they're kind of keeping things low key throughout the film. He has four kids and he's raising them by himself. He does have his mother around, who comes around a lot, even though she lives on her own. And they call her Aunt Joe, even though she's the grandmother to the kids and his mom. So not quite sure why they call her Aunt Joe, but that's her name in the film. And the radio station that he works at decides to take a huge turn and cut back right before the holiday season. So his show is going to be cut off air by the studio owner or some high up person named Marshall in the studio, and they're cutting his show. They're going to replace it with this new radio hostess named Stacey K, who's all about the pop and is really big in Los Angeles and New York. And so he has to take a really, really big pay cut, and this affects his family, especially with his kids, because his kids are used to him bringing home a lot of money. They're all spoiled brats. They're not the most likable kids in the show, but in the film, I mean. But there's some humor. It's one of those middle of the road sweet Christmas comedies. It's good for the family. There's comedic elements, dramatic elements. And it fits the checks with your standard family Christmas film kind of thing. It's all about learning to appreciate the important things of Christmas, of course. The chemistry between the two leads, like the main guy, Rush Williams, and his girlfriend Roxy Richardson, I really liked. And aside from the kids being really bratty, especially the son named Jamal, who got into Harvard and was accepted into Harvard and now is struggling with this whole possibility of potentially not being able to go, which I understand the frustration in that, but his attitude is so condescending, and he doesn't realize everything that his dad is doing to make the best out of the situation and doesn't stop trying. I mean, there's even a scene where the dad says to Jamal, he's like, "Don't give up on yourself yet, son." And the son is like, "Why? You did." And I'm like, "Are you serious?" Everything the dad, Rush Williamson, has been doing through the entire film is making the best out of the situation. I mean, he even came up with the idea of revamping his old radio show with Roxy and just doing something completely off the ground, staying positive the entire time. Not even having like advertisers work on the show because they can't afford advertisers or whatnot. But shit like that, and then the kids are just so used to. At least they have Aunt Joe around to kind of whip him into place, though, because Aunt Joe is like the disciplinary character in this movie, and eventually they have to sell their big house and go live with Aunt Joe. So it's four kids, the dad and Aunt Joe in one house, and she kind of teaches them some lessons along the way about appreciation and valuing 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 what's given to you kind of thing, and to stop being little shits and everything. But overall, I would recommend this film for a Christmas watch, especially with the family. And it's not offensive. It's not overly cheesy. I mean, it's got its cheese obviously because what Christmas film doesn't, but it's middle ground. It's standard, and it does its job, and it doesn't overstay its welcome, and it does what it's supposed to, and it does gives you a lot of laughs. It warms the heart, plays with the heartstrings, and I didn't have all that bad of a time with it, so I would recommend it. I would give it a thumbs up. And that's all I got on that. So subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more soon. Stay tuned. There's lots on the channel. And until next one, take care and cheers.